reason. How is it now? Can you hear Nick?
Hello? We got sound? We got audio now?
Okay, cool. They can hear now. So apparently, we had no sound. Apologies for that. Basically, I was just showering Nick with how awesome he is, and he was basically just telling us he's been here for pretty much as long as he can remember. He loves traveling around, going to places, and he is a scumbag control player like Zach, apparently.
That's me. That's what I do. So I'm gonna sit here and bore you with a bunch of purple cards today.
Hey, whatever works, man. I mean, going to locals, you play against every deck, and so, at some point you're gonna play someone who all they do is just flip trap cards, and that's okay.
For sure. You gotta make it work out somehow, however you can.
Absolutely. I mean, that shows one of the great things that I wanted mainly to get out of this series in general is I know for me personally, when I started playing competitive again, I got really nervous to go to locals around here and even locals in Odessa because I'm like, oh, I don't want to. I know I'm not very good at the moment. I'm playing, even though I'm playing probably one of the best decks, Tri Brigade. I don't think I'm playing that today. But even though I'm playing one of the best decks, that doesn't mean I know how to pilot it or even do some of the combos sometimes. So I was nervous to go to locals and be like around people who may have been playing, for as long as you have, for example, and like you always kind of hear the horror stories of like just people being jerks at locals or like kind of like gatekeeping the community almost. And so one of the things I wanted to do with this player showcase was showcase players from around Texas. Right now, we've only done Abilene and Odessa, but mainly showcase players and show maybe new players that are wanting to go locals, but same as me, were just nervous to go because they didn't want to be gate kept. Show them like, hey, like it doesn't matter what deck you play, it doesn't matter what skill level you're at, as long as you're chill, willing to learn, you're gonna meet friends and you're gonna have people who are going to help you out. They're not just gonna say, oh, you're bad, bye, you know.
Yeah, for sure. And I don't think that we have anybody like that in our community. At least we haven't in a good few years. People come and go, but I think generally right now our community is pretty welcoming. We usually have a few new players show up every now and then, especially me with being a judge. I want everybody to have a welcoming place to come and play because nobody should have to deal with, being put down or harassed at their locals. You're just there to have fun on a Saturday night, and that's part of my goal as well. Is I want new players to come in and play things that are fun and cool and going in on that, I hope you don't mind if I plug real quick.
Oh, go
Uh,
for it, dude. You got it.
we've got a special tournament coming up on October 16th for anybody in the surrounding area who's interested. We're going to start a monthly series of doing a custom ban list tournament. We're going with the normal Konami ban list, so that way it's still going to be able to be sanctioned. We're just adding on to it. Certain things are not allowed, so that way we can try and bring up tiers like 3 and 4 and some more fun decks. So we're like disallowing Drytron and Tri Brigade, and we're hoping to see some cool stuff. We've got Dan that he loves stuff like Blackwings and Gladiator Beast that he can't play normally because he doesn't want to get just washed by the meta. And then we've got other guys that want to play like Cosmo and Guru for some reason and stuff like that. And that's what I want to see. I want to give everybody a nice break from the meta and see some more diversity around.
You didn't have to call out Zach with that guru. He's gonna be salty for sure. But no, I mean, yeah, absolutely. Like when I first started getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh and just playing with my roommates, the first deck that I picked up and like right off the bat was Ghost Trick, and I don't know why, I just loved it. I thought it was so stupid but so much fun. And then I eventually built a Cosmo deck, and I still have that. Probably still my favorite archetype. Uh, at the moment just because I'm a huge like Star Wars nerd. So it was like, whoa, I get to have Star Wars and Yu-Gi-Oh! That's awesome. But yeah, I know that once I saw that list, I was so excited. And I was like, I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go out and like find some cards, build some decks like specifically just for that tournament. Just because, like you said, you want to play for fun sometimes, and for people who are like on the significantly casual side, then it doesn't feel that bad. I mean, it still sucks to get washed by like 8 negate Drytron, but like, you're still gonna play your fun decks because like that's how you find enjoyment out of the game is playing like those fun off meta decks. But now we have like a sanctioned event for that where I can bust out like the Cyber Cosmo deck that I've had for like years, or I can like bust out the mutant deck that I bought like last week, or like amazements or something like that, and just like get not only out of like the monotony of playing against meta versus meta all the time, but like even giving the competitive players who are like, I'm only playing the best deck because I want to win, like giving them something where, oh, I can play my like third or fourth deck or like maybe my favorite archetype that's not good.
Yeah, and if you wanted to go along with something like that, don't get too excited. But I'm gonna let you know a little secret. I saw a second place list from a New Zealand tournament recently that was actually Ghost Trick Orchest, and I
Okay.
tell you, these New Zealand players are on a whole other level. So if you want that, I can hook you up with that a little bit later. It's wild,
Dude,
but
that sounds
it,
awesome. That sounds like Galaxy Brain Copium right there.
yeah,
That's
it's
insane.
insane. Like people are holding on, and you know what? I respect it. I want Trick Starlight Stage to be back. You guys can play Ghost Trick Orchest all you want.
Absolutely. We'll talk about after this episode, guys, when we're finished with the duel and everything, we'll take a few minutes of a break and then we'll be here with Nick and Thomas to talk about the recent ban list. But I know one of the things I really wanted to see, and I know Thomas for sure wanted to see, is that Orchestra Harp Horror off the ban list, at least to one. Just to every everyone kind of misses that format, depending on who you talk to. But I mean, what would Harp Horror want to one hurt?
Harbor to one would probably put the deck back in tier one status, and I think that's okay. I wasn't a big Orcus guy, but when I'm not playing control decks, I'm playing ridiculous decks like Lunalight Orcust. That was my favorite deck of the towards the end of the Eternal format, and I just want my girl Tiger back. You can have your Harbor. I want my Tiger. Just give me something, Konami. Come on, throw me a bone.
Right, absolutely. And I didn't really play during the Eternal format. I did watch here and there, just kind of keeping up with Yu-Gi-Oh! And all I know is Lunalight Orcus was crazy. That's it.
Yeah, for sure. Deck was insane. Setting up a Nightmare Griffin that can't point to anything with an Eradicator Epidemic Virus. It's nuts. And then you sit across from Bortle, who made a Traptrix deck profile the week before, and you call spells on him because you think he's playing Sky Striker, and you just lose because of it. Not saying that that happened to me, but it may have happened to me.
It's, one of those things where you try to mind game so hard you mind game yourself and then you just lose because of
Yep,
course.
sure
Awesome.
did.
Well, so transitioning into the competitive side a little bit more, do you have any, notable winnings or tops or like even just having gone to tournaments? Is there any kind of notable thing that you would kind of want to be like, oh yeah, I'm proud of myself for doing this or that or whatever?
Yeah, for sure. So I've been to all kinds of regionals, and I've been to a few YCSs all here in Texas. I haven't ever gone out of the state, mainly in DFW, but of course going to Lubbock. I know Zach talked about Mad Hatter's place is awesome. Hatter's a great guy. He holds some great regionals out in Lubbock. Other than that, it's usually like Epic down in DFW.
Mhm.
But my biggest closest that I've gotten to a top was right when the DDD structure deck came out after it had been delayed for months and replaced with the Felgrand structure deck. I don't know if you know about this, but it was supposed to come out and it got replaced with the Felgrand structure deck, and then it came out 2 months later. That
Interesting.
structure deck came out. I had it all waiting, and I got three of them pre-ordered on the day that they came out. And there was a regional that weekend. I think it was the next weekend on the day that Raging Tempest came out, and it that was the day that was the set that Zodiac came out in, and I got 17th place. I believe it was like 190 people. I got
Oh, wow.
17th out of a top 16, and I had to play against five Zodiac out of my seven matches. I
That's
was
an
I was really I was really upset about it, but it was cool. That was one of my favorite decks, and it was that's something that I keep with me. Very
aw-
proud of it.
awesome. The DDD stuff.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. The pendulum fusion,
Yeah,
they do everything.
yeah, I was like, I know, like, again, just kind of keeping up with Yu-Gi-Oh! I did watch some of the anime and, kind of caught up on some of the Arc 5 stuff when it was happening. So all I know is, like, one of the super crazy dudes, like, he would just pendulum summon and then, like, Xyz, Synchro, Fusion. And and I'm like, what is going on? Like, I have no idea what's going on. I remember it was like I think my sophomore year of college when Pendulum came out, and I bought like the giant box that came with the structure deck and like a mat and like something else, and it like linked you to the Konami website where you could watch the video on like what Pendulum summoning was and how it was. And I was just like, I have no idea. Like, this is not the game that I played when I was like 5, 6, 7 years old. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Yeah, it's definitely different now, but other than link summoning, like right now is a pretty good time to get in if you're going to go for something like Tri Brigade. That's pretty simple.
Yeah, absolutely. That's kind of what I was looking at when, getting back into it was what are some of the create or like what are some of the meta decks and um I didn't want to play Drytron just because it was kind of expensive at the time with Diviner of Herald or Diviner of Herald, however you want to say that. Uh, Zodiac was, or sorry, Tri Brigade was pretty budget friendly and also seemed like the easiest to like somewhat understand. And then I've played against oh, what is the guy that used to play Virtual World at locals? What is his name? Oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Uh,
Here in Abilene.
yeah,
Juan. He
Juan.
plays
Yeah,
Virtual World like all the time.
yeah. Like I still I think I've played one like once or twice, and I still have absolutely no idea what that deck does. All I know is Macrocosmos on legs, and then a bunch of just random synchros and putting counters on cards and changing levels. And I'm like, okay, dude, like you could completely lie to me, and I would just be like, okay, I don't, sure, whatever you say works, I guess. You blow up my own field,
Yeah,
okay.
I tend to have that. Sometimes I let the brainworms take over, and I refuse to read a Sword Soul card, and it's going to get me in trouble later on. But those cards have a lot of words on them, and I don't care about tokens or synchro summoning. Like I'm not going to read your cards. You do whatever you want, and it's going to be like that for a while. So I feel you there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're. Is that why your brother is going down the Despia route? He doesn't want to read cards either.
I'm sure he's got some crazy stuff in the works with that. Just wait and see. I know it's waiting in the wings. He and I were talking about it the other day, so it's gonna be cool. Fairies are cool. Fairy decks are very cool. So I think he's gonna come in and give us all the hands with that for a couple weeks before we start to read cards and learn.
Right. Hey, that's fair. He gave me the hands last week with or this past Saturday with salads. So I think I've played against that deck more now than any other deck that I've played, and I'm still like, I don't know where the choke point is with this deck. I'm just here. I just work here.
Yeah, Salads is one of those that if you don't hit it right, you're gonna suffer, and even if you do and you don't manage to shut them down, they're just gonna do it again the next turn. So you got to actually study up on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, so transitioning a little bit towards the duel, if you know a deck you're playing today, then by all means you can tell us, or you can keep it a secret. It's up to you. You kind of did say something along the lines of control, with a bunch of trap cards and stuff. But overall, uh, what would you say your favorite decks or your favorite archetypes or your favorite types of decks are to play?
I've had a lot of them over time. Definitely, I'm a control player at heart. I've gone through. I played Cliffort when it was Vanity's Emptiness, lose one turn, sitting on a towers, and I love that. Monarchs, Domain Monarchs was one of my best decks, but the ones that I really love, like I don't know if you know Gishki, old
Uh,
water ritual deck.
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know what they do other than they're just the water ritual stuff, but I don't yeah, I kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it was either a hand loop for 6 or it was I'm gonna kill you for 11,000 damage on second turn. Other than that, like Lightsworn, I loved Lightsworn. Recently, though, it's been more things like Eldritch. I haven't really found anything in this meta that I liked. I've been playing Drytron, but Drytron's okay. But yeah, Gishki is hand loop the deck, like you said. Yeah. Um, Drytron's okay, but I'm a control player at heart. True Draco, Paleozoic, and Eldritch, I would say, are probably some of my favorite control decks.
Awesome. Now I have to ask you though, with you playing control decks, are you a scumbag Mystic Mind player?
I Okay, let me give you my perspective on this. I don't
Okay.
hate Mystic Mine, but I'm also not one of the people who enjoys playing Mystic Mine. I understand that it's not fun to play against, and I personally don't like the kind of game state that it creates. So the only time that I've really played Mystic Mine in any kind of meaningful capacity was when I was playing Sky Striker, and
Sure.
even then, it just felt so dirty. I don't like it.
That's fair. I think I just have a very jaded experience with the card just because when I was getting back into it and like I had like Dueling Book downloaded, or I had like Dueling Book that I was playing on. I had YGO Omega that I was playing on, and even like recently going back to like Project Ignis EDO Pro, you go to like play on like the ranked servers or like anything. I feel like all I ran into was like Mystic Mine plus X alternative win condition. Like I don't know how many times I've seen the animation for Destiny Board or Exodia playing ranked, and it's just like again like you like kind of like you say, like it just feels so scummy, and it just made me like lose all motivation to play Yu-Gi-Oh for like the rest of the day because I was just like I'm All we're doing is sitting here and drawing cards until you draw your alternative win condition, and that's it.
Yeah, it's weird, especially on somewhere like Edo Pro. You'll find some really weird stuff. There was a time when I was testing tunes here pretty within the last 6 months, and I got on Edo Pro ranked, and I played 3 games in a row, and every single one of them was a tune mirror match with a different person. Like, you're not gonna find that anywhere. Why is it happening on Edo Pro?
That's that is actually insane. I guess everyone was just on the Toon hype train. Was this like around Toon Chaos or something?
Absolutely not. This was like 6 months ago.
Okay, so it was just kind of like out of the blue, just like you
Yeah,
and like the other three Toon players in the world decided that they wanted to play on the same server.
yeah, no good reason for it at all.
Awesome, awesome. Well, is there anything else that we haven't talked about that you feel like people should know about you, or you do want to talk about before we get locked into this duel?
I don't think so. The only thing that I would want to say is come check out Abilene Yu-Gi-Oh! We have a Facebook group, Abilene Yu-Gi-Oh! Community. Come check out the gathering place. A lot of cool people. We could use more players.
Yeah, absolutely. And so, all right, stream, welcome back. Hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully everything is all good. And we are going to go ahead and start our duel. Nick, are you going to tell us what you're running, or are you going to let it keep being a surprise?
Yeah, I'll give you the inside scoop.
All right, all right.
Originally, I was planning, especially I was talking with my brother and Zach about decks that I've known for, and they both gave me the same two answers. One of which was Eldritch, and that was originally what I was gonna play. I threw
Okay.
together like 3 Eldritch variants because that is one of my favorite decks. But last minute substitution, I ended up deciding to go with a build that I've been tweaking around a little bit of Paleo.
Okay.
So we're gonna see some Aqua Boy action, and we'll see how it works. We'll see if I don't mess it up after not playing it for so many years.
Hey, man, all I'm saying is you've been studying up on the Pokemon because I'm actually going to play Adamantipator Prank Kids and Water Beats Rock. Everyone knows that,
Oh,
so I'm countering myself going in, you know?
all right. I'm
All
not a
right.
fan of Prank Kids, but Adamantipator is pretty base, so I respect it.
And one of my favorite decks. And I am going to, before we start here, move, move this whole camera setting over onto a part that doesn't matter. And then it's just decided not to move. So we're just gonna take that off. All right. Oh, cool! I won. I had RPS. I feel like I never win, especially on stream. I feel like I never win.
Yeah, Paper Gang let me down, unfortunately.
I don't even. All right. Cool. Cool. All right. Let's start off with normal summon of a rock. So funny thing about Adamantipator, and especially if you would have played Eldritch, when I was just kind of trying to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh, I was watching like a bunch of the like DB Grinder and like other decks or other people like that, and I remember watching like tournaments where Eldritch and Adamantipator were being played on DB, and like cards just flying everywhere because you have to do everything manually, and I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it's weird playing it on DB with a deck like Adamantipator. Sick rip on the Roxy's though.
Yeah. Think about how I want to go about this. Wish you were playing someone good. Who is that? Oh my gosh, the loose nut. Who is that?
I'm sure it's someone there ragging on me, and when I find out who it is, they're gonna be
I
laughing. I'm
I
sure.
I know the username. I just forgot. I want to
Mm,
say it's not Zach. It's not Zach because he was the dirtiest
Nah.
worm. Who was that?
Yeah, yeah. God, I'm so sick of prank kid cards. I'm so glad Meow got limited.
That's fair.
No spoilers, but
No spoilers for the ban list everyone's probably seen.
yeah.
Okay, so let's do this, and then grab that. I almost
Interesting
clipped.
choice sending the drops.
I almost got rid of the wrong card.
Mm-hmm. This just summons any monster, yeah? Oh, any rock.
Any rock.
Cool. E-barrier in the main. Very interesting.
This is like kind of like what I have physically, and I was playing it yesterday, and then I realized like the reason I put it in there was stupid, so I just haven't taken it out yet.
D-Berry is really good, especially if you're just playing at a local level, and you can make a really good meta call on your locals. I was playing it for a little bit when my brother was going on a tear with Infernoble again.
Mm.
Didn't get to pull it off, but if it would have made it, card's crazy.
Let's see here. Maybe I can. What do I want to make here?
You kind of got every option you could ever want.
Yeah. Let's go with. Let's go with this. Oh
Oh, you
wait.
ran out of time.
Oh no! Oh, I'm so bad. It's fine.
Well, I guess we're just gonna go with this.
I'll go first again.
Sure.
Well, I liked my opening so much. I guess I'll do it again.
I guess you will. Yeah, crazy, both of them. Sure.
Got to do it fast now. Can't think as hard. Okay, so this is a hard. That's not a hard decision,
Let's be honest, was there another choice?
actually. I mean, I thought about going for the Roxy's, but I was like, hold on. I was like, this just insulates me from hand traps.
Mm-hmm.
Why would I do anything else?
I mean, it's Adamantipator. You can still make a pretty formidable board even if you don't get the pranks, especially if you have
Correct.
that. Yo, there's Zach in the chat plugging his emotes.
Hype.
I dig it.
The other dirty control player, according to chat.
Ugh. The
There we go.
Roxy's for number 5.
We take those.
Sick.
Okay. Gotta do this fast.
Zach, since you're just tuning in, we are going to have a short little, maybe short, I don't know, banless discussion with Thomas Perpetua after the game. I don't know if you know who that is, but I'm sure you've seen the name around.
Oh, oh no, actually, no, it is not fun.
Oh, it's going to miss you out on one.
Yeah, well, sucks, but that is how do I? Wait, that's two. Oh, right.
Sorry, we take those.
We take the misplay into Appaloosa. It's fine.
We sure do. All right.
Woo.
Show me the other Guardian. Yep.
There you go.
All right. Well, the cool thing about all this is we're just gonna actually, how do I want to do this?
Show me the droplets. No,
I'm gonna show you this.
okay. Bueno.
And then I'm gonna show you this.
Where's the multi-fake? Ew, nasty. Even worse.
Now the question is, do I just leave the oppo up? I think we might.
That was fair. That was fair. Give me the spicy 1,000 burn damage. Standby phase.
Oh man, I don't know how to read. I hope you don't kill me. We'll see. We're gonna pass.
Okay. I think
You can take your 1,000.
it's sad that I have to actually click on that to activate. It doesn't just automatically do it.
Yeah, it forces. Edopro's weird. Let's do one of these.
Ew.
Got cards in the graveyard now.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. I'm about to excavate this probably. What did you get rid of? Actually, shit.
Yeah, so this is gonna let me excavate the top card of my deck, and then I believe this is that effect. Excavate the top card, and if it's a trap, nope. This is letting me reorder the top of my deck, top 3.
Got it.
He has a quick effect during your turn that lets me
So,
excavate the top
yeah.
card of my deck, and if it's a trap, I can set it.
Okay.
That's fine. Another Roxy's, Jesus, everything.
Too bad I don't have another. I don't play 2 of the. What's it called?
Cat.
Yeah, I don't play 2 of the cat, which is impossible now, by the way.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is going to end up being the build that becomes popularized. Vibrex. With that, I will activate the back check.
Okay. Canadian. Target 1 face up, change it to face down. Okay.
Yeah, it's just Book of Moon.
That is fair. Target down.
Alright, you're going to have to see my spicy tech now.
Alright, let's see the spice.
We're going to go Storm Dragon's Return.
Okay.
Special summon the back check to my side of the field. Parallel Exceed? Oh, that does point there, doesn't it? Sure.
Kinda nutty.
So Storm Dragon's Return is like utterly terrible and everything but Cosmo, at least I thought.
I was about to say that's the only reason why I know what that card does is because of the Cosmo.
Yeah, and then you realize Ronin Toad banishes frogs. And that's pretty good. You have a setup for Gallant here. I think we're gonna stop that.
Okay.
And why not? We'll get a Morella from the grave.
Okay. That is also okay. Activates. Oh. Do I even have anything else to do? I guess I could go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. That's all I needed to see.
Jesus. I think that's fine.
Yeah. It's not the worst thing in the world. Oh, I just realized that was still on the field.
Yeah, so
Eh,
the
yeah,
Paleozoics
they
are
can't.
unaffected by monster effects.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Little known
Let
fact.
me get in for that 0 damage.
Yeah, that's the big one.
All right, go ahead.
All right. Let's see. This guy doesn't do anything on my turn. Neither does this guy or this guy. So, I guess we're gonna start playing some Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll put a little frog on the field.
That is okay. Do I have a water? Oh, I do.
I'm going to send. Oh, that is a negate. Whoops. I'm glad you said that because I was not reading.
I don't have a water
We'll
in
send
grave. Hauk is earth, by the way.
Nice. Good to know. We're gonna do swap frog again. We'll put him back, and we're gonna activate his effect. We'll send a rodent,
Okay.
and we'll summon him again. And then we're just gonna dump another guy.
That's okay.
We'll dump another swap. Oh my god, I sent
Oh,
the wrong one.
you clicked that.
I did not realize. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I'm not as plus as I was going to be, but this is still fine. Because Swap Frog is a card that has text on it. Let's do this.
Okay.
I'm sure you can see where this is going, or not going, I guess.
I was like trying to figure out when I wanted to get it, and then I saw that, and I was like, okay, never mind. Get that out
Not
of
gonna
here.
let me Zeus you? Come on.
Get that out of here.
Ah, it's a spell trap card or effect. Yes, very nice.
Well, this is useless in my extra deck now, so might as well send that.
Hmm. All right, I guess we're gonna put this guy on board.
Sounds good.
That's gonna be yours. I was not expecting punishment to be behind all that. What? Sure. That's the water monster.
There we go. Give me my one card.
Yep.
I almost switch that to defense. We did it. I think this makes up for my game time.
For sure. Very nice. Let's see what
Hmm.
happens if I get to go first. You know we're going first.
Oh, 100%.
Interesting. Uh, get hyped for some riveting gameplay.
Yeah. No T set. Oh,
Yeah, we're going in.
this is where I top deck harpies.
Yeah, you're just gonna evenly me here. I'm gonna be real sad.
Ah. Uh,
Oki, the best normal summon.
actually based. Not really.
You know what? I'm just gonna stop you while you're ahead.
That's fair. That is actually a-okay. Go ahead, buddy.
All right. Cool. I'm liking where we're going with this. Um, hmm. I think that we're gonna send it.
That is fair. Go for it.
Beware my frogs.
Frog's too strong.
Big frog with another frog.
Okay, I have to read this card. You can detach one material from this card, special summon one far from your deck. Once per turn, when your opponent activates a spell or trap, you can send one aqua.
All right, let's go battle. See if we can attack your little Doki Doki.
I'm gonna go ahead and make you do something here.
Interesting. Yeah, I guess I kind of have to. And I will be taking that.
Sounds good.
And then with the toad, we're just gonna add himself back.
The toads.
And on that, I believe we're just gonna pass it back over to you.
Top deck harpies.
I'm gonna let that go. Did you really think I was gonna let that go?
That's fair.
No, we'll summon another one. Not quite as good. Still good. Unfortunate, but I guess we're gonna use this for myself.
That's fair.
Here we are hoping there's no analyzer. We're gonna send Toad. And then guess what? That triggers.
Yep, that's fine.
We're gonna take the Ronin Totem back.
Oh, why couldn't that Doki Doki have been a Roxy's? Actual sads. Well. Yeah, I can't do anything right now. Surely you can't kill me in one turn, right?
Well, I don't have access to my extra deck, unfortunately, because of the punishment. So we're gonna set this guy. As much as I really want to get in for 1200, I think it's probably better that I don't. So we're just gonna pass.
Sounds good.
Riveting gameplay. Hope everybody in chat is enjoying the show.
Absolutely.
Another rock. Imagine that.
Just gonna keep throwing rocks at your paleos, man.
I think I'm gonna just keep getting rid of them.
Eventually, they'll turn into fossils.
That's how that happens. Just gotta get that guy out of here.
This is super awkward again. So. Okay, I guess I gotta pass again.
Cool. During your end phase, let's see if we can get some juice.
Let's see it.
That looked like a bunch of purple cards and some frogs.
Let's see your last win. Dupe, Morella.
A whole bunch of dupes in there. All right. Let's see. We'll set this guy. Now that we've simplified the game state a little bit, this is exactly where I would like to be.
Hit me. Ew.
Let's see if we can get in.
Oh, the 22 is okay.
Unfortunate that I hit all my dupes, but it's all good. It's fine. Just make it to main 2. I think I'm just gonna leave it.
Sounds good.
No point in making a Zeus at this point. Love seeing purple cards. I love letting you see purple cards.
Purple cards all day.
guess we're summoning a swap, because I don't have any more dupes. Swap triggers. We'll send the other Ronin Totem from deck. Targeting the Doki. Don't like that one bit. We're gonna attempt to negate. And to that, we will chain Trap Trick.
And what is that going to give you to set from the deck?
Let's banish a Canadia and set another one. We'll be activating the Toad effect.
Does this get you signs? Or no?
No, that's only if he negates. Just when he's sent to graveyard, I can just recycle
add a water.
a water.
Got it.
Weird timing of that. Did not realize that that was going to be the case. Sure. Now on this,
Yeah.
we're gonna put him face down.
That's fair. Yeah, go for it.
Cool. Yeah, sure. During standby phase, I'm gonna put my Canadia back in the grave.
You're not playing Aaron Yeager in this one. No hallucigenia.
I am not. That card is unfortunately very terrible. As much as I like it, I like the shrink effect, but it's just so bad. Sure. I don't see why not. I can just make double Toad here.
Actually disgusting. Oh, just realized, Knuckle Impact, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it, homie. I just saw that on the mini feed. Sorry about that.
Do we want to up the pressure? Yeah, sure. Why not? We can do more stuff. We'll just get crazy with it.
Nib time.
As if my Toads would not allow you to do that.
Just kidding.
It'd be worth a try. Let's do this too. We're going battle. Let's go to main 2.
And totally awesome. Isn't once per turn either. So.
It is not. The card is crazy.
Yeah, it's actually insane. There's the Zeus.
2 Toads and a Zeus. What are you doing?
And a set.
And a set.
Actual monster.
Standby phase. Yes, I would like to change some cards.
Why did that? Why did that ask me?
Good question.
I don't know. I should have said okay just to see what what it would let me do. Just chain Zeus by accident. Just blow up everything.
I am more than capable of doing exactly that. It would not be the first time that I've done something dumb like that.
I always do it whenever I play, what's it called? When I'm playing, like, Time Thief Redoer, because you have to, like, for its, like, take effect, it doesn't automatically do it. It, like, you have to trigger it and standby and then click the right one. And the amount of times that I've thought it was the right time and clicked to activate it, It just banishes itself. I'm like, well, never mind.
Yeah.
That's well. This is probably game because this is all I have.
I'm gonna let you normal summon that.
All right, that's okay.
Fortunately, that's as far as I can let you go.
That is fair. That is game, brother. End it with Zeus. It's only
Almost hit activate there. Glad I didn't.
one
Could
more
end it with
turn.
Zeus.
One
What's the
more
point of
turn.
ending it with Zeus when I could end it with our boy Toad?
That's fair.
He's the star of the show today.
Totally awesome. Just too good of a card. You heard it here first. GG's, man. GG's.
Yes, sir. Good game.
Good games. All right. So I think Tom said about 9:30 would work for him, which is just what it rolled up to. So chat, what we'll do is we will take about like a 5 minute break. So about 9:35, we'll be back on with our first ban list roundtable. So go get you something to drink, go to the bathroom, etc. Once again, Nick will be joining us for the ban list roundtable, but just for ending out this episode in particular, huge shout outs to Nick for wasting a couple hours on a Monday with someone who's just trying to learn to play. Really awesome dude. For sure, come check him out at our locals. I'll be there. He'll be there. A bunch of the other people in chat will also be there. And yeah, Nick, do you have anything to plug, like YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, anything like that? Anything you want to plug? This is your time now, man.
Unfortunately, I don't have much of a social aspect. Nick Morales on Facebook. You'll see my big dumb face, the same picture as the Discord icon. If you ever see a big brown dude with lots of hair and a beard at locals, come say hi. That's me. I'll hang out with you. We're always doing some cool stuff around there. Like I said before, October 16th, non-meta monthly first tournament. We've got lots of people talking about it. Anybody else who wants to come up, and if you want the custom ban list, it's on our Facebook page at Abilene Yu-Gi-Oh community. And if anybody wants to reach out to me or Jordan directly, we can get that for you so that way you know what you need to build around. We're going for the third Saturday of every month, starting this October. So October 16th, we hope to see you there, and we hope that we just have a crazy amount of people so that way we can get this going hopefully more than once a month if the demand is there.
Yeah, absolutely. Super cool that we still get to have a sanctioned event, but it is more towards not necessarily the casual side, but more towards like the kind of wacky decks that we're gonna see. Like I know that I've been talking to some people, and some people have some really funny ideas for what they're gonna play. And I know that I'm personally like trying to pick up a couple different deck cores, trying to figure out exactly what I'm gonna play. So it's gonna be really refreshing to not, stare down Drytron 8 negates or Revolt, even though I'm the Revolt player, or Virtual World, who we have no idea what any of the cards do. So it's just gonna be really exciting. There's gonna be a lot of learning involved because it's probably gonna be some decks that people have never played against in the competitive sphere. So it's gonna be super awesome. And I would say that I would link the Facebook and stuff to everybody, but pretty sure most of, if not all, the people are already uh, in that group right now. So, Mexican Cowboy, thank you for setting sail with us. We appreciate you. And again, like Nick said, you can find us at the locals. I unfortunately won't be there this weekend. I will actually be going to Dallas to play Epic with some of my buddies. So it'll be a fun time. But yeah, we look forward to seeing you. If you're new, if you're shy about coming out to locals, don't be. I hope this stream and these episodes have really helped you out with just seeing that we're not trying to gatekeep here in Abilene, especially. I know in Odessa as well, they're really good about taking new players under their wings and helping them out, helping them get cards, helping them like just do like theory crafting and deck building and stuff like that. And so, especially with these two communities, I've really seen that we're not trying to gatekeep. We're really trying to, we're playing a children's card game. There's no reason why we should be jerks.